today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Andy Dalton and the Dallas Cowboys.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes Andy Dalton and company. Dalton, of course, grew up in Texas, played his college ball at TCU, and now his home is back in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex with these Cowboys.
A day one starter his rookie year. He also won a whole lot of games as well. First 5 years, the Bengals went to the playoffs each and every year. Continues to evolve as a quarterback, learning how to work around a running game, an offensive line, and receivers that continue to develop.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Elliott. And now running right through him. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The reigning league MVP Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field and leading the way now in his 3rd season in the National Football League as this Baltimore offense gets set to go.
We've had dual threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones. But I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown pass with 36 last season. Set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards. And he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark, best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson. Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 15 now. Dalton. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. It's caught inside the 25. And they're gonna have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Looking sideline, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Dalton. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And it'll be Dalton again. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson rolling to his left. He'll run it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Jackson on first down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 42 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is Tony Pollard. And able to get this out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start by running the option to the right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Jackson's going to look to run it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking downfield for Dez. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Dalton here from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So Dalton now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dalton hands off to Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Let's do this.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Elliott, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Zerline's kick is up and through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a 2nd field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage that they need.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 6-3, 1:07 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Working with a 2nd and 3. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though they went unanswered. Could have won it.